Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Athletics franchise here on MLB The Show 24. Today the A's have the day off, which means for the first time this season, we're going to head to the minors for the 16th edition of Down on the Farm, a mini-series review where we take a look at our prospects in AA and AAA. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise mode content. We'll start off in AA, and before we get to the AA team, we actually have the best farm system in baseball because if you look at the top prospects, we have the number 1 and number 2 ranked prospects. Yes, that's right. Two 18-year-old starting pitchers who we drafted late last year. Starting off with David Young, the top prospect in baseball, the 18-year-old. 6th-round pick last year out of Lamont High School in Illinois. He is the top prospect in baseball. Has some time to go, but the ceiling with this guy is... We'll take a look at Miguel Vergara in a future episode. Maybe we'll have to go down to Lansing, Lugnuts, and see some of those guys. But we're going to start the episode with the Midland Rockhounds, who are 6-9 this season. A little bit underachieving because they're the second-ranked minor league team. Another top prospect down there, Jason McFarland, the number 80 overall prospect. We won't see him on the mound today. Instead, we're going to see Gunnar Hoglund, who's an interesting starting pitcher, number 19 overall pick in 2021 by Toronto, before acquired the Matt Chapman trade. And there was at one point where he was looked at as the top starting pitching prospect in the organization. He's been kind of passed, though, because of these guys who drafted, so he's going to have to hold on to his spot. We'll see how he does today as he faces the 8-7 Amarillo Sod Poodles, who are the AA affiliate of the Diamondbacks, and they have a couple of good prospects down here. Number 20 overall prospect Peter Schaefer, as well as the pitcher we'll see today, the number 73 ranked prospect in Billy McGill, the 10th round pick last year out of Iowa State. We'll see him on the mound, see how we do as we head to Hodgetown. Yes, we use the real-life stadiums here in this series. I told you it's as realistic as it gets, and we're keeping that on with the real-life minor league stadiums. So we'll start off bottom one here with a solo home run for Morales, and the Sod Poodles quickly get on the board first. Not a good start for Gunnar Hoglund to his day, as a solo home run immediately in the bottom of the first puts the Midland Rockhounds behind the Sod Poodles. Go top 2 down, 1 out with Colby Halter at the dish, and he perfectly laces this one to left field, and it's off of the wall. Halter plays second base down here with the Rockhounds, and he has a 1-out double here in the second. The Rockhounds trying to answer right back. Next batter, Miles Naylor, who chops it up the middle, and it's going to be an RBI. Naylor was the number 39 overall pick back in 2023 from Canada, and he's got us tied up at 1 apiece. Bottom 3 now, runner on first, and Hoglund with 2 down. He has Sim at the plate, and Sim rips it over the head of Lasco in center field, and that's going to be an RBI triple for Sim. So the Sod Poodles right back out in front thanks to the triple. Next batter, Siegel will strike out, so there will just be 1 run here in the third for the Sod Poodles. Bottom 4 now with the run on first. Hoglund gives up another base hit up the middle, and it's not been the best start for Gunnar Hoglund. Finds himself in trouble here in the fourth. Next batter is Lozano, who actually came into this game late because of an injury, and he's going to single into right. Runner waved home. Throw is not in time. It's offline, and the Sod Poodles take a 3-1 lead. Next batter, Guerrero up next. He rips this one into left, where it will be caught by Armenteros, but the runner will tag and go to third. So runners on the corners, 1 down. Sod Poodles with a real chance to open this game right up. It's Morales up next, and he grounds right into a 6-3 double play. Really needed that one. Fortunately, our offense has not kept pace as we go top 5, as here's Ryan Lasco at the dish with 2 on, and he hits this one off the left field wall. Lasco, second-round pick in 2023 out of Rutgers, who plays center field, and he slides into second base safely. Angeles trying to bring him in, and he can't pull the trigger on a low changeup, and it's a nice outing for McGill, who goes 6 strong innings. Here he is in the 6th, Brett Harris up first, and he hits this one down the third base line. The 7th-round pick in 2021 out of Gonzaga, who could be a potential third baseman, maybe behind Jacob Wilson and company. He has a leadoff double, but now 2 down for Miles Naylor, and he will hit this one up the middle where it's knocked down. So McGill trying to get through the 6th, has bases loaded, big spot here for Junior Perez. 0-2 pitch to the right fielder, and he strikes out swinging, and that's a huge out for McGill. His day will be done as we go top 7. Carlton at the mound for the Sod Poodles. Angeles at the plates, and it's much the same. It's a 1-2-3-7. Go bottom into the 7th now. Billy Sullivan on the mound for the Rockhounds. Guerrero at the plate, and he's going to jack this one to center field. And it is out of here over the high wall for a solo home run. Sod Poodles extend their lead. It's now 4-1. As we go into the 9th inning now, final out of the day. Junior Perez at the plate, and he will swing and miss in the changeup. And the Sod Poodles will win this one by a final score of 4-1. As their Double-A team falls to 6-10 and continues to underperform this season, despite the fact there are some good prospects down here with the Rockhounds. Now we'll take a look at our AAA team, the Las Vegas Aviators, who are 11-10 to begin their season. Now there's not as much high-level talent at AAA as there is at AA. As you can see, they're the 20th ranked AAA team, but there is some talent here. Starting off with a guy we'll see on the mound today, Sean Ariano, who we saw a lot last year at AA, and he's developed nicely. He's now a 70 overall, a 5th-round pick back in 2024 out of Stony Brook, who could get a chance in the majors soon. Another guy in AAA is JT Ginn, the number 30 overall pick back in 2018, as he's, like I talked about earlier with AA, has a chance to get his spot overtaken if he doesn't continue to play better with all the pitching staff we've added to our lineup. Ryan Hampton's also down there, a 3rd-round pick last year to Virginia, who was almost major league ready coming out of college, so I don't expect him to be in the minors very long. There's also Pedro Pineda, the 23-year-old from the Dominican Republic, who's played 13 games now in the majors. Hasn't looked that good, going 7 for 44, but I still have high hopes for him that he'll get back to the show. And then lastly, left fielder Lawrence Butler, who's 26-year-old, not the same Lawrence Butler that you're probably familiar with. He hasn't developed like that here in this series, as he has not played since 2025. But a guy I also want to see potentially make a move soon. We'll be facing the Albuquerque Isotopes today. They're 13-8. They're the AAA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies, and with how bad the Rockies have been, you expect them to have a lot of high-end talent. They don't. The only guy they have in the top 100 is the number 25 guy, Alan Early, a closing pitcher they didn't even draft. He was drafted last year by the Diamondbacks. He was acquired, though, in the offseason, the deal that sent the All-Star Jordan Westburg to their division rivals. So maybe we'll see him today if it's a closing scenario. But here we are at Rio Grande Credit Union Field in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the Aviators and the Isotopes. As we'll start off with Seymour on the mound for the Isotopes, and he will get a 1-2-3 inning. As here's Colby Thomas flying out to center field. Bottom first with 1 down. Here's Wagner at the plate. He hits this one down the right field line, and it will clear. No, it will go off the wall. I thought that was actually out of here. The sun fooled me. It's a 1-out double for the Isotopes. 2 batters later, Yepez now strikes out, so at least Ariano doesn't allow a run to score in the first. Going into the bottom of the 3rd, pitching starting to settle in, but here's Wagner back at the plate. And he's going to hit this one down the left field line, and that's going to be a 2-out double as he gets his 2nd of the day. Ariano just needs 1 more out to get through the 3rd. It's McDonald up next, and he will do just that as he grounds out to Jordan Diaz at first. And both pitching staffs looking good so far early. Fortunately for us, we can't get any hits. Here's a fastball down the middle with good timing, and all Jordan Diaz does is fly it out to left field. We've had pitches to hit, just haven't been able to do anything with them. Bottom 4 now, here's Rotondo, and he strikes out as we're still scoreless through 4 innings here in New Mexico. Bottom 5 now, runner on first for Moore, and he's going to hit this one past the diving glove of Richie Veach. And now the Isotopes threatening now as they send the runner to 3rd, and he's safe. And a heads-up play by Moore, he takes 2. It's now 2 in scoring position for the Isotopes, probably the best chance to score today. Wagner up next, and he draws a walk. So bases loaded, only 1 down for Albuquerque. McDonald up next, and he hits this one up the middle, and that will finally break the scoreless tie as 2 runs will come around and score. It's now 2-0 Isotopes. Runners on the corners with 1 down. Yepez up next, and he strikes out. A big K for Ariano, who's trying to get through the inning. Needs 1 more. It's Cespedes up next, and he will not get him out as he hits this one down the 3rd base line and fair. It's 3-0 now in favor of Albuquerque. Ariano just trying to get through the inning. Needs 1 more out. It's Perez Jr., and he'll finally get it as he grounds out to Ryan Hampton. Now the Aviators have a deficit, trying to overcome. 6th inning, though, not much luck. A good timing again on a fastball. It's just hit right at the center fielder. Balls are just not falling in the gaps today. How about the 7th? Diaz finally gets one to lay down. Only the 2nd hit of the day for the Aviators as they have their best scoring chance. 2 on with 1 away. Ryan Hampton up next. 1-1 pitch. Sits on a slider and hits it down the left field line. It's fair. 1 run will score. The runner will be Swade, no, he's actually going to stay at third. So 2 on, 1 out, 3-1 your score now, but tying run is at second, and then we'll pull the pitcher. Vodnik comes in for the Isotopes. He grounds out to Butler, but will score a run. So it's 3-2 now. Needing a base hit to drive in, probably the tying run. It's Abraham Toro. Full count pitch, and he will not deliver. He grounds out to short. The Aviators cut it within 1. Bottom 7 now, Adrian Martinez now on the mound for the Aviators, the veteran, as he gets a 1-2-3-7. So back to the offense. 2 down, a runner on first for Richie Veach, who performs well in the clutch, and this ball actually gets away from the catcher, so runner will advance to second. Now Veach just needs a base hit to bring him in. A couple of pitches later, now 2-2 your count, and Veach will get jammed and just ground this one up over to second. Hollowell will get through the 8th, which means to go into the 9th. Alan Early is on the mound for the Isotopes, trying to shut the door in their favor. He gets the first 2 outs, and then he gets Ryan Hampton to ground out to short, and that will do it. The Isotopes win this game 3-2, as the hitting just couldn't come around, and we got to see Alan Early on the mound for the Isotopes. Hampton didn't do good. Pineda, Butler, Ariano. Wasn't a good day for the team as we lose this one 3-2. Ian Seymour, your player of the game, the starting pitcher for the Isotopes. So that'll bring us to the end of this episode. We'll return to the majors next with a 3-game road trip to Milwaukee before 2 quick ones in San Diego as we get back with the Major League Club. Let me know in the comments section below, what do you think of our farm system? Is there any prospects that you're excited to see potentially make the jump to the majors soon? But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.